doom, 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 do 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 do. Yo, howdy, how's it going? What you doing? Hey from Portugal, cough. Hello, hi. Hey, hey, oh hi. Hello, Mr. Goblin. Hello, all. Noti. Hey, hello, my boy Daniel. What's up? Hey, hi, hello, hi. Waffles or pancakes? Waffles. Waffles. Are you kidding me? Waffles. Hey from Richmond. Hello, back from Richmond. The original human. What's happening, mate? Not too much. Thank you for subscribing. I like your channel. Hello, hi, sup. My guy, even looking like a goblin today. Hey, that's a compliment, actually. That's actually a compliment. So I will take it as that. From Elaine Devela, why not? Why not do a super chat live stream? That's my question back to you. Pinky or brain? Both. Obviously both. No question. Little Goblin? Oh no. Am I gonna start a meme here? I don't mean to. Alright, so I need to share this on Twitter and stuff. We need to get this going, and then we'll fly on in here, and we'll have a great old time. Let me just go ahead and copy the link. For those of you unaware, I've also been streaming on Twitch. That is a thing. If you want to see me game and not just do one of these standard live streams, you want to see me do something a bit more intense, go over to twitch.tv/fantasy news. But for now, I'm just going to chat with y'all. Did you enjoy Sanderson's last night? It was super fun. I did. It was a good time. It was indeed a good time. Let me get that tweeted out. Bam. And I enjoyed it quite a bit. Cat or bust. Pips might make it. I don't want to force him on camera. Pips is a good boy, and he can be on camera if he wants to, or if not, I'm not going to make him. Because he likes to nap, and he might be napping right now. I'm not going to ruin that nap. Let's see. Catching a live stream. I'm so happy. Good. You're also getting a shout out. You're also getting a shout out and love. Here. That was for you. That was for you. Goblin King. Nay, sir. Nay, I am not the Goblin King. Oh, thank you for the 5. Have you ever read any Alf Bester? No, I have not. Demolishment, The Stars, and Destination are his best. I have not, unfortunately, but I do like your name and profile picture. That's like an optical illusion thing. I like it. That's very cool. I have a question. For your sci-fi guns, do you prefer them to have like some kind of reload that's like a clip or a battery that's like taken out or put back in, or do you prefer them to have cooldown? Because I actually still like the clip for my sci-fi guns. I'm just going to put that out there. Hold up, we got another one from Hitman Hutson. The timer trade by Lewin was very good. I'm glad to know it. Thank you so much. Mate, you're on Twitch gaming. I do the same. We should game sometime. I'm down. Just slide into my DMs. Just slide on in there. Thank you for the dono. I appreciate it. Cool down. Yeah, I prefer some kind of clip. It just seems more realistic to me. Like every time they just shoot forever, I'm like, are we really able to do this right now? Is this something you can actually do? Because it seems like you shouldn't. And I don't know, clips are cool. Clips are, I don't know, there's just something cool about like, that's how I reload a gun. I don't have a gun. Can you tell I don't? Because that was me reloading a gun. That was my best attempt at reloading one. That's how you do it, right? You do that. Hey, thank you so much for the dono, Roslyn Goddard. Thanks for the Sat Morning live chat here in Australia. Oh, God, that's so cool. I don't know if I've probably told you this a million times. I went to Australia. It was one of the best places I've ever been to. Your country is so nice, and the people are even nicer. I just wish the animals weren't so incredibly murdery, because they are surprisingly murdery. Like, extremely murdery. Will you ever get a gun? Let's not answer that on stream. Let's not. Mass Effect cooldown? I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. Did you see in Shadow and Bone? I have a whole review on the channel. I have a review on the channel of it. Wait, hold up. I can make this stream 10 times more interesting right now. One Piece Alabasta review when next week. I'm caught up and finished. I am caught up and finished. Let's get some relaxing stuff going here. How loud is this going to be for you guys? Is that too loud? Should it be more quiet? Thank you so much for the dono. Dive into Anthony Ryan sometime, maybe. Discuss Moria series. Also, what are your Dan Simmons in the sci-fi genre? Neither of those are particularly high in the TBR, though Anthony Ryan is someone who's been brought up a lot, so he might be bumped up. If you could write in any established book franchise, which would you pick and why? I want to bring... oh, very loud? My bad. Okay, let's bring that down. There we go. Let's turn down loud. Okay, I'm sorry. Hold up. There we go. Okay, now we're good. Now we should be good. Okay, very loud. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you. I didn't mean to hurt you. If I could write in any established book franchise, Star Wars. I think I could do a lot of good for Star Wars. I think I could. A little louder? Can we just tweak that up a tiny bit? No. So I personally would want to do a lot of good for Star Wars. And by that I mean I would bring back a lot of the canon stuff, not canon anymore stuff they got rid of. And just say, like, this is now canon again. And I would say that's the solution. It only took me 15 years, but I'm on book 3 of Wheel of Time. Thank you so much for getting inspired. Good! Keep up with the read-along. Despite the fact that the video today performed horribly, I'm committing, and I'm getting all the way to the end, damn it. I don't care how terribly it does. I'm getting to the end. It doesn't matter. Marvel or DC? Marvel. DC has good, like... DC only has interesting villains. Their heroes are not very interesting to me, especially compared to Marvel. DC is gods, right? They present their heroes as gods. I'm not as interested in that. I prefer them to be more human, and I think that's Marvel's speciality. Is it okay to spoil in the comments? No, if you spoil in the comments, you will be banned. Secret Socialist Society, what are your thoughts on Western perspective on sour cream? I have no thoughts on sour cream because I don't put it on anything. I don't particularly like it, but I'm fine with people liking it. Pick your poison. Yasnodin or Silidin? Neither. Mine is neither. My answer to that is neither, sir. That is no. Yeah, I'm doing a Wheel of Time read along. If you guys want to, you gotta get involved. Can you hear the music now at all? Can you hear the music? Is it too loud? Is it a good amount? Thank you for the super chat. I love you. Let's see. What kind of anthologies for fantasy and sci-fi do you like? I love a series of short stories by one author who's just kind of like flexing. No, okay, potatoes are the one time I will put sour cream on something, but you're pushing it. You're pushing it at that. Is YouTube my full-time job? Yes. Are you hyped for E3? I'm more hyped for Apple's next event because my laptop overheats like a mother and I need to get a new M1 chip. So that's what I'm looking for. I think it's in 3 days. Okay. I thought it would be fun. There's a bit of a point to this. Feel free to ask me anything. I'm more than happy to answer questions right now. It's pretty quiet. I'll make it a little louder. And that'll be that. But I figured it'd be fun to show you some stuff and talk about fantasy news while I'm asked questions, because we've got some pretty awesome fantasy news just sitting there in the Discord server right now. And it's kind of scary. It's kind of scary. Why is my password not working? Okay, it's not letting me log into Discord. Have no fear. I can just use the app. I don't know why I was trying to do it in the browser. Let's see. I'm gonna do a different mood for the music. Give me a second here. What's euphoric? That's a mood. What's euphoric? The mood. I don't think I like that. That's too chill. Sad, quirky. Let's hear some quirky music. What's this? I don't like that at all. All right, we're going back to relaxing music. We're just gonna chill. All right, let's get some Discord up here. Thank you for the super chats. Why do people insist on writing in first person? I used to be against it, but I'm not with you, man. I'm now for it. After seeing it done well, I'm totally okay with it. Sorry, Ninja. Ninja Joe, good name. John,
What would you like to see in a fancy book that breaks the norm and rules in a good way? Also, drop bears if you know, you know. I think you mean a fantasy book, not a fancy book. But I honestly, I had almost everything I was craving recently satisfied by Jade City, Jade War. I mean, did exactly what I've been looking for. So I had to come up with like a new answer to that, but I just want more Crime Syndicate family. Crime Syndicate family stuff is just so cool. You get my super tat. Thank you, J-Lord. Do you use Stream Beats for music? It's awesome. Copyright-free music. No, I use Epidemic Sound, which I think is pretty much the same thing. Do you like folk music? If so, what's your favorite music? I really don't. I'm sorry. I'm a hip-hop head and a punk rock and a classic rock guy. Cam on camera. I just got my membership pass for Jordan Con the other day. It's my favorite Jordan Con. It's my first Jordan Con ever. I'm so excited. Do you think we'll get the trailer? I don't know if we'll get the trailer. I'm unfortunately not going to be there. I'll be there next year for sure, but I'm a little nervous with everything still going on, so I don't think I'll be there this year, though I'm getting pushed to go by a lot of people, so maybe I might. I'm not sure. This is such a fun live. I like this live stream right now. Rec me a book with amazing execution of theme. Everything Malazan. I mean, boom. Bomb drop Malazan. But if you don't want that big of an assignment, amazing execution of theme, I'll go ahead and also put... You know what? I didn't give it that high of a review, but Unsold, I feel like, had some pretty good themes in as well. Do you think Jupiter's Legacy getting functionally canceled changes the idea that big budget genre TV is bulletproof? Concert Watt fan. No, because they dropped the ball hard, and that's just an example of someone screwing up so much that they weren't able to fix the problems they had. And I think they just shot themselves in the foot. Mistborn 7 predictions. I don't know. It's so complete. I really don't know. And maybe that's a bad thing, but it just, I don't know. I got nothing. And did that bad on me? Is that dumb? I really don't know. Any thoughts on book tour? I did one live stream with my dad. That was a pretty good book tour. And then I did a book tour right after I moved in. So it's on the channel right now, Vinny. But thank you for the dono. Applesaucer. How does it feel to know that a lot of people have read Started with Real Time because of you, myself included? Great work. Work through the Great Hunt. It feels really great. I know I have genuinely gotten thousands of people to read Wheel of Time. Literally thousands due to comments and messages that I've gotten. Literally thousands of people have read Wheel of Time because of me, and it feels amazing that many people who I love sharing this with did it because of me, and it feels really nice. I don't know, it feels like I was able to bring something positive to people's life, and I hope it is positive. Apparently Netflix is gonna drop a bunch of E3 game adaptations. Oh, that'd be interesting. Maybe a Witcher trailer. I'd like that. Did I just see the Friends reunion? No, I didn't. Favorite LGBTQ plus books. Also, do you think you'll make any Pride themed videos this month? My Pride theming right now has been really focused on actually my book. I've been, there's an LGBTQ plus person at the front and center of the second half of the book. So that's been like my main focus in terms of like representations, making sure I'm getting Holden right, because he's bi. And that's been a lot of research. But in terms of LGBTQ plus characters and representation, I think Jade Legacy, Jade War did it fantastically. That's like, I've brought that up 3 times now. Can you tell what I'm rereading at the moment? I thought that was really, really good representation. I've heard some people say Murderbot is LGBTQ plus representation. He's not human, so I don't know if I count that. He's just gender fluid. I've heard him brought up in that conversation, but I don't know if that necessarily counts. I also think Sanderson is doing some good stuff with LGBTQ plus rep now, which is good to see someone step up who used to be anti, but now is actually actively supporting the community. That's cool. For those of us who are working on getting published, would you ever be interested in reading and reviewing published works from your fans? I did that before, and it went very poorly. I kind of got scared away from doing it ever again. Possibly in the future, though it'd have to be under very controlled and understanding circumstances. I heard an argument that stark rule in the North is oppressive. Your response to this? I feel like every institution or place of authority is pretty bad in the Song of Ice and Fire. Like, none of them are very good rulers. That's kind of the point. So I think that's a pretty obvious observation. I don't mean to sound harsh, but it's just something where I'm like, no, man, like, yeah, they're really bad. Like, it's kind of strange to me when people kept saying, like, the Starks are great rulers. No, they're still oppressive. That's the point. Everything kind of sucks here. Have you read The Tower of Fools by Edward? No, I want to. No, I haven't read it yet. Or are you going to read it? What's your favorite Lovecraft novel? I haven't read it yet. Favorite Lovecraft? I don't remember Lovecraft well enough to name off the top of the head. That's sad on my part. Sorry, Happiness is Easy 5. I disagree with your name, and also I don't know Lovecraft well enough to actually answer that off the top of my head. That bed looks like it has a lot of room for activities. Well, it's just, I made it for the stream, and I made it poorly. Thank you so much, Ellie Stalcup. Have you thought about reading more classic literature like Leo Tolstoy or those? I've tried, and those videos do very bad. So I would like to. My audience would not like me to. Though it's a nice thought. Does it bother you as much as it bothers me that there is not origin for Kalendor? No, that's actually never bothered me. That's never bothered me. Thank you for the dono, Alaric, but it's never bothered me. I don't know why. Thank you for the dono, Daniel. You just wanted me to recognize that we're both Daniels. Will you read Berserk? I've been asked this a lot. It's a very fair question right now, and it's one I want to be completely honest and transparent about. I did read more of Berserk. I've answered this a couple times. It was not for me. I still didn't like it. I was kind of planning on getting into it sooner rather than later, but with the author's very unfortunate recent passing, I don't want to start dropping reviews where I'm just negative on it and talking bad about it. A fandom doesn't need that. I don't need to do that. It would feel like I'm exploiting the fact that it's obviously being pumped up in algorithms and headlines right now for money. So if I do it, I'm going to wait a while so that I'm not jumping on that train to try and just like make a buck off the guys dying. I'm not saying anyone who's doing that now is doing that. It would just feel like that for me. So they're probably not going to be super positive if I do get to them. And because of that, and I don't want to feel like I'm just jumping on a thing, I'm not going to do that anytime soon. And I know that sucks. It sucks, but I just wouldn't feel comfortable doing it. Landman Dragoran or Aragorn as a character, land by a mile. Land by a mile and a half. Aragorn, so everyone remembers Aragorn from... everyone remembers Aragorn from the movies. He's quite different in the book. He's very different as a character, and I don't think he's nearly as enjoyable. And even though it's a movie, though, if I wrote a movie, I'd still go Land. Do you like my emotionally exhausted sweatshirt? Philip DeFranco swag. It's okay if you don't like Berserk. We all love you anyway. Oh, thank you. What's the most surprised you have been by a book you've read this year? Also, thank you for making Wheel of Time on book 3 and loving it. Oh, great. Okay. This is gonna be a hateful opinion, and I hope that's okay. The most surprising thing, everyone hyped Unsold so hard. I actually went in with pretty high expectations. I was like, Unsold's gonna be great. Everyone's saying this is amazing. It was middle of the road. It was, and so my audience, usually when they hype stuff, it's really, really good. Except this was just, it's fine. Now, it had some really good themes, some elements that were really strong, but overall just kind of left me disappointed. Have I started the Iron Gold series yet? No, but that's like next up. I wouldn't be surprised if I review for that up in the next 2 weeks. Drist or Jon Snow? Drist. And by a mile. He would kick the ever-living crap out of Jon Snow. It would not even be close. How much Wheel of Time content are you planning to do when the show comes out? And are you ready for your channel to blow up when it does? I don't know if the channel will blow up because I will suddenly be competing with a lot bigger channels trying to get in on the space. So I will be having to compete with like IGN. So I could be just drowned out. I don't know. But I'll definitely be doing thorough reviews and comparisons left and right. I mean, people are probably gonna be annoyed by it, but you just gotta accept it. It's just the truth. It's what's gonna be. Thanks for all you do. Great. Spreading the love. Reading is great. Oh, thank you. Brianna, I just saw your comment. They got best suggestion for getting over a year-long reading slump. Novellas. I've actually been saying this for a while. Novellas are like the best way to get yourself back into gear because they're such a small commitment. You're like, I can spare 3 hours and read this, and then you do it, and you're like, oh my god, Murder Mouth's the greatest thing ever, and I'll ever read 10 more books. So that's my. Oh, why does this have lyrics? No, bad. No lyrics. There we go. Okay. Jed Tenavast, thank you. Back to the Wheel of Time after a long break, and going to be power scaling the characters to see how strong they are. I know it's dorky, but I'm doing it. Dude, I used to do that all the time. You're totally fine. I spent all of college doing stuff like that. Just sharing my nerdiness with everyone. You're my hero and I love you. That's a great thing to do, and I think it's an awesome move. Can you explain your connection to the LGBTQ plus community? Well, my mom's gay. She's came out when I was a teenager. She is a lesbian, and I've recently found out I'm bi-curious bi. I don't know. So that's my connection. But I was raised by the gay, is how my mom and I put it. I was raised by the gay. A lot of people ask, like, do you have a dad? Yeah, I have a dad. That's how that works. He's a great man. Love him to death. He's been on the channel several times. So yeah, that's how my connection to the channel. But yeah, my mom found out she was gay late in life, and I found out in my 20s. Not gay, bi-curious. Nolan, have you ever heard of The First 15 Lives of Harry August? I've heard of it. It's some of the best sci-fi ever read. Much love from my fellow Green. Oh, thank you. What question you always wanted to be asked? How I'm doing. John Carter of Mars, thoughts? That movie was, okay, so first of all, the books are perfectly fine pulp, they're whatever. They're dated and they need to be updated in some ways, but they're fine. The movie was not as bad as people said it was. It was very okay. And I wish it actually had a pretty good adaptation. That would be nice. I would like that. Name Battle for the Ages at Kansas, 1 year to prep. What? Is this a football thing? You said at Kansas, so I'm thinking like Kansas State? I'm sorry, I don't know what you're trying to say. Ipten, is your damn shirt a damn Daniel joke, or is it a Kendrick Lamar fan? Cheers. It's both. It's both an acceptable answer, because it's both. I got 1,000, whatever those are, from Queechy DeFleury. I don't know what that is, but thank you. You're my favorite. Jonas! I've heard it said both. I know you generally dislike questions about your TBR. Any classic sci-fi on the list at the moment? I would die happy if more were read about Hyperion. Hyperion's actually a smart move for me at this point, so I could go there. You know what? I'll just say it, Jonas. Hyperion for you. That's for you too. Love you. We'll do Hyperion next for classic fantasy. Let's see. Ishkar 5, thank you so much. J Lord, we're all told the North loves the Starks. No, the Northern nobles love the Starks. The peasants in the Stony Shore. Yeah, that's a very clear angle of Game of Thrones. The nobles love them, but to the people, we don't really know. I mean, they could be fine, but I'm not sure. Ellie Stalkup, thanks for getting me back into reading. Well, that's amazing. That's like my favorite comment to get. Have you read Neil Gaiman's Norse mythology? Not yet. It's about absolutely fantastic. I know I need to get to it. What object in arm's reach would you use to fight off a horde of chickens? Also, I'm about 80% through Jade War and I'm broken. Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Probably this mic. This mic is super good club. So that's what I would use to kill the chickens. And I would kill I'd be so good at killing chickens, man. You don't even know. I would murk some chickens. Did you read the whole Shades of Magic series, just the first book? Just the first one, I didn't vibe with it, but with how much Schwab has impressed me since then, with especially Invisible Life, Vatty LaRue, I want to go back, so that's probably in my future. When are you moving to Canada? You know it's inevitable. I want to move in like 10 years, so possibly then. But right now I just bought this house, so not anytime soon. Cradle's really, really good, but it didn't replace my crack addiction until the third book. Yeah, I've heard I gotta wait, so that's what I'm doing. I'm waiting. Have you read Rune Lords? No, but that's one that I get brought up a lot. Favorite podcast? I don't listen to a lot of my own podcasts about fictional conversation. Is that really crappy to say? Do you ever feel sympathy for shard bears like Reyes? Sanderson seems to write really fallible, godlike beings. Personally, I like it. Well, that's one of his big appeals for his almighty figures. And it's one that I think actually, it's one of the few things he shares a similarity with Erickson. No, lyrics! Erickson and him both make their godly figures like almost beings of suffering, which is a really fantastic way to approach that can ground them in ways that a lot of people struggle with. In fact, I think Erickson and Sanderson do it on almost the same level. How much merp could a merpa derp derp if a merpa derp could derp merp derp? I couldn't say that right. But a lot. Significant amounts of merpa derp. Where's my phone? I have no idea where my phone is. I'm stuck here with you all. All right. I have no idea. I could be getting calls left and right. Wanted to say thanks. Breach of Priest helped me get out of 3 to 4 year reading slump. Oh my God. Now on Wheel of Time and loving it. Also, greetings from New Zealand. Well, thank you, Matthew Smith, and thank you for picking up Breach of Peace. Book 2 is nearly done in its second second draft because I made it weird. But it's going to be out by the end of this year, it's looking like, and I'm excited. So thank you. That means a lot to me. Thank you. Wesley McDonald, you single-handedly sparked my love for fantasy again. Thank you. Thank you. What are your thoughts of David Gemmell? I have not seen much about him on your channel. That's because there hasn't been much about him. I don't have an opinion yet. I need to get there. Thanks, man, for getting me back into reading. Oh, this is just melting my heart. And slow down the Wheel of Time read along. I want to catch up. And per your request, how are you doing? I'm doing well. Okay, I've been thinking, should I move the Wheel of Time read along to once a month? Would people be happier with that? I feel like that would make people happier. How are you doing? Uni has prevented me from reading. That's very fair, Ryan. Ryan, you've been a part of this channel for a long time, and I am deeply emotionally invested in your schooling at this point. So you better graduate. I don't mean to add pressure, but if you don't graduate, I will delete this channel and not put out my next book, and it will be your fault. Kami no Kami. Just rewatched your designing book covers video. One of the series that comes to mind is Mortal Engines. Just Google the mass covers. They are amazing. P.S. Just finished Memory of Light. Oh, congratulations. That's awesome. And okay, I'll look at those in a minute. How are you doing? How's reading? Reading's good. And I'm doing quite well. Okay, wow. A vast majority of people are saying I should go to once a month. Okay, you know what? I'll do it. We will switch to once a month. I'll put an announcement on the channel right now, and we will switch to once a month. Okay, let me look up those covers real quick. Immortal Engines, is that what you said? Yeah, it's Immortal Engines, right? Yeah, okay, let me look up the mass covers. Okay. Oh, Mortal Engines, God, I'm an idiot. And I put Imgens covers. Let's see. Images, here, I can share stuff with you. Look, guys, I can share stuff. Let's look at this. Oh, those do look good. God damn, those look freaking awesome. I like. Okay. I see what you're pulling. It works. And it looks good. All right, so we're gonna do once a month, it sounds like. Hi Daniel, I'm working on my first novel and I'm trying to improve my prose. Other than Tolkien, can you recommend any authors with good prose? I can recommend a lot. It depends on what style you're going for. If you want dry and very gritty and realistic, yet kind of poetic at the same time, I don't think you can go wrong with Fonda Lee, who I'm mentioning again. I don't think you can go Robin Hobb's prose are seriously underrated. She is a gorgeous writer, Joe. Oh, she's spectacular. I would also say, obviously, there's Erickson, there's Rothfuss. People are going to bring those up to you. Abercrombie, people are going to bring up him as well. But not enough people bring up Tad Williams today because he's kind of an older school author, so he's kind of slipped out of the conversation, even though he's one of the best the genre's ever seen. So definitely go for him. N.K. Jemisin is easily swinging with the heaviest the genre's ever had to have. But here's the dirty secret. You don't need to have the best prose to write a damn good book. Sanderson's proof of that. His prose are fine, but he purposely makes them pretty plain. He's said that. I'm not accusing him of anything. I'm just saying what he said. And I don't know. That's my thoughts. You need to just get the story out of you the best you can. That's my thoughts there. I hope that helped. I hope that helped, Joe. I hope it did. Bennington. Have you read the Millennium series by Stieg Larsson? Yeah. Oh, I've talked about that. So there's a video that's like my favorite non-fantasy series. The first 3 books of that are in my top 5 books of all time. No doubt. Hands down. They are incredible. And if you want an example of amazing writing of character, I can think of none stronger than Lisbeth in that. You got me to Wheel of Time, which I love, but I also blame you for my burning hatred of Elaine and her brother. I hope that'll change by the end of the book. I think that'll change by the end of the book. Let's settle it once and for all. Did Dez catch it? How dare you? How dare you ask me this question? Okay. Sorry. That was probably horrifically disturbing for everyone involved. Gene Wolfe, another great answer. Have you read The Prince of Nothing by R. Scott Baker? I have not. Oh no, I just got pushed ahead. Okay, it's not that far. Did you buy The Tower of Fools? In my opinion, it's better than Witcher series. By the way, it's nominated to Nike, the first published Polish award high literature. Oh, wow, that's impressive. Okay, I need to pump that up my TBR. I haven't read it yet. Yo, Big D, congrats on the move. Also, have you looked into... No, I have not looked into that. Shadow and Light. But thank you for the congrats on the move. Hey, Daniel, have you read Song of Achilles? Really good gay romance with a fair number of fantasy elements. I have not, but that is actually on my TBR. That is actually literally on the list in my phone. What's the most interesting place you've ever been to? Portugal, probably. Yeah, definitely Portugal, actually. Currently on Path of Daggers, started Wheel of Time thanks to you. Also, side note, you're remarkably handsome. Oh, thank you, Ben. Simon, and I'm glad you're getting through Wheel of Time. Watching a his stream is actively getting me back into reading. Should I read Stormlight Book 4 or Wheel of Time Book 10 first after finishing Breach of Peace, of course? Get through Stormlight. I love Wheel of Time more, but you can catch up with Stormlight and be a part of that conversation that's like happening more right now. So I would do that. Oh my gosh. Central Swallow Charsing Heavy book, please review. I have no idea what you just said to me, but okay. Daniel, favorite Wheel of Time character? I'm on book 4. Favorite Wheel of Time character right now? I'm just listening to the beat for a second. Probably Moraine. It changes all the time, though. Joint One Piece video with Murph. That's actually a really good idea. I'm going to reach out to Murph about that, because we already have a surprise in the works right now. What could it be? I don't know. P.S. You're a gym. Stay wonderful. You're a gym! You're an Uzi Vert. He's the one with the diamond in his forehead, right? That's Uzi Vert. I think it is. Collab with Murphy and Tim. Are you doing another one? I'd love to collab with them again. I love those guys. I am burning up though, so we are removing the hoodie. I was wearing it because it was like comforting, but now I'm sweaty. And yes, there is a nerd shirt underneath. Of course. Of course. Of course. Why are your headphones over your hood? Because I wanted the comfort of the hood and I can hear through them. So you can hear things through fabric. that's I don't know if that's news for people. Been trying to cut back on social media since watching Bo Burnham's special, but once I got the notification, I had to join the live stream monster. I don't feel like... Okay, so here's the thing. I worked for, like, software engineering. I know all about the... Like, I've worked on social media stuff. I know all kinds of negative stuff about social media. It's not about cutting back entirely on social media. It's about your impulse control with social media. You could spend an hour a day on social media. It's not the end of the world. But it's about why are you on social media? And how is it making you feel? If it's making you feel like shit, then stop. But there are people who spend a few hours every day on social media and it makes them happy, and that's okay. I'm nothing like outright against that. But I do think it's something you just have to be careful about. Just gotta be careful about. Where are Jim Butcher's other series in your TBR? Pretty low, because I was very underwhelmed by Furies of Calderon. I always want to say Furries of Calderon. That is not. That is not the right name for that. All right, but let's go ahead. It's been 30 minutes. Let's go ahead and talk about some of this news that's been popping in here, because there's some stuff I want to talk about. You look like you've been getting a lot more sleep lately. I remember last year you always looked tired. I'm glad you're taking care of me. It's a nice way of saying you used to look crappy. Since I moved, I've been a lot happier and I've been pretty well rested, and I've been taking it easier on myself. So that's been a big part of it. And I'm not I'm not as stressed as I was, that's for sure. But I want to talk about this huge piece. Oh, thank you so much for the donuts, by the way. Mwah. This huge piece of news that's so insane and makes me crazy happy. Let's take a look at this headline real quick. N.K. Jemisin book series The Broken Earth lands at Sony's TriStar in 7-figure deal author to adapt. The shirt is giving me PTSD from the Sanderson live stream. This is huge. This is big. Sorry for the bright light, people. Since you've written and published a book, what lessons have you personally learned when composing your story? Also, love your recent videos. The biggest lesson is breathe. Take your time, slow down, process, sit on it. That's how you get it done. That's the number one thing, is just don't rush yourself. Finding your channel got me into reading again after over a decade of neglecting it. Thanks for all you've done. Oh, thank you, man. Your book/series recommendation have been 10 out of 10 so far. Oh, I appreciate it. But yes, this is like some of the biggest fantasy news of the year. Broken Earth, thank you so much for the dono. Love you. Broken Earth is like potential to be the next true masterpiece adaptation, in my opinion. I've gotten through the first and second books now, and oh my god. Wow! This is gonna be big. If this is done well, this could be one of the truly great things. So let's go ahead into this. Sony Picture Entertainment, second 7-figure deal this week for a multi-book series. Emerged from bidding win with The Broken Earth. The author will adapt the... That was louder. Oh, it's the... Is it from this website? No, it's from... There we go. Just from my music. Thank you for the super chat. I love you. Hi, Daniel. How have you been? Loved your book, and you or bro are the best. Oh, thank you. Was wondering what you thought about the TV stand showcase. I'm almost done with the book and was curious how the came out. Oh, the stand TV show. I thought it had rough patches, but was well worth a watch overall. It's not a masterpiece. I'd like to see the stand adapted again, but this was very satisfactory in a lot of ways. Do you ever read any non-fiction books? Just curious. Yes, but not in a long, long time. Okay, back to this. The author will adapt the books herself. Sony, oh my god, that's just such a great sentence. That's just such a great sentence right there. Elizabeth Goldberg's 3,000 Pictures earlier this week acquired Don Winslow's City on Fire trilogy for a mid-7-figure deal. Each book in Jemisin's this year, Obvious Gates, Stone Sky, Hugo Award for Best Novel, making Jemisin the first person to win the award 3 years in a row and the first person to win for all 3 books in a trilogy. Jemisin is very impressive! The 5th season established the setting a harsh, futuristic Earth and a okay, that's just spoilers of the book. But this is probably my favorite piece of news I'm going to be covering in the next fantasy news. This is a huge deal. Rustage is here! Everyone say hello to Rustage, the best anime rapper in the game. If you have not checked out his channel, do so, because his channel is pretty freaking great. I hope you're doing well. How are things, Chief? Things are going pretty well, my man. I saw your video you put out today, so that was some good bars. Those were some good rappies. I don't know what you were talking about because it's beyond my level of weeb, but it was some good rapperification. I hope I just made you cringe. What are your opinions on graphic novels, if any? They're like any medium. They can be done fantastically, or they can be abused, and they can be cheap and shallow. Everything can be done or used well. It's about the artist's intention and execution. There's no medium that's inherently worse than any other. That's something I've definitely learned while on this channel. It's never about the medium. It's about the quality of the content that's coming through. Oh, thank you for the sticker. I wish I could get the sticker to show up in the super chat, but I can't. Anime Freakazoid. I think you just were happy. No, it was very sweet. Darn it, I wanted to make you cringe. I want to change my OBS screen. My mic gets off for a minute. Oh, thank you. I didn't know that. Did you listen to the entirety of Dark Tower, or did you read the physical books? It was a hybrid. Which do you recommend for Dark Tower, read through, Audible, or physical? This is going to be a really weird response. I like physically reading King. It does not matter about the quality of the narrator at all. Something about King's writing genuinely actually just kind of makes me want to read it, and I can't really justify it beyond that. But so I recommend reading for it. Did I find my phone yet? No, I have no idea where it is. I'm not gonna leave because y'all are here and I love you, but like, I got no idea where it is. It's good to be away from your phone and instead in front of 2 giant monitors in front of your face. But thank you for the super chat. Sure, Tad Williams is underlooked. Yes, he is. But I think his Osten Ard sequels are letting him get more attention again. That's good. I didn't know that. Honestly, I think they may be even better than the originals. Well, I mean, he seems like the kind of author who's only going to get better and better and better. He was one of the interviews where I was in talks, but then nothing came of it. I really wanted to get him on the channel, but I was emailing back and forth with someone, and I think it just kind of slipped through the cracks. I would love to have him on the channel. But yeah, Tad Williams definitely needs to be more in the conversations because he's absolutely just outstanding. He's fantastic. Also, I just noticed this thing here that you guys are filling up when you don't know. I did not realize this was happening. So some of you are scoring. I don't know. I didn't realize that was happening. But yes, some of you are indeed scoring and others are not. I don't know why. Started reading One Piece, just got to Sky Island Saga. Usopp is a true pirate king. I hate him. I want Usopp to get hit by a car. I do not like him at all, and people keep telling me my opinion will change. I do not know if that is true, but so far it is not at all. Who am I going to interview next? I don't know. Nothing's really in the works at the moment, and I'm honestly not pushing for interviews right now because I'm so busy, and they're kind of high stress for me to get into. So for right now, I'm not really pushing for any. Right now, it's kind of more of a chill, relaxed. Let's see. Brianna, how you doing? Do you think you can/will get an interview with N.K. Jemisin? I would love to. But here's the thing. I know she's so much smarter than me. Every question I ask her, I will feel dumb. It was the same way with more than a few authors, so I want to, and I will get her on the channel. I'll try my best. But like when I interviewed Erickson, it was the same thing, where I was like, you're way smarter than me, man. It's like same vibe where it's like, oh, like, I don't know. And like, there's people who are just so good at what they do. I'm just like, Abercrombie, the entire time I'm interviewing, I'm like, why are you talking to me? I'm so dumb. Like usually, like I feel like I'm wasting your time. But yeah, I don't know, like some authors are just kind of chill and it's like you can hang and vibe, and there's others where it's like their minds craft these stories that like transcend typical fiction, and N.K. Jemisin's well into that for me. Same reason I don't think I can interview King. Like if I interviewed Stephen King, here's my face the entire time. That's me interviewing Stephen King, and I would cry. Let's see. Murph felt the same about Usopp. That's because she has good taste, and Usopp is awful. People keep saying he's gonna get better. I do not like him. Let's see. DNF'd Game of Thrones. I think a lot of people did because, like, you know, they go in expecting the show and they don't realize that changing mediums means it's gonna be a whole other experience. Like that, it's a wonderful example of how even when they were sticking fairly close to the source material, it's a whole other, medium. So it's just gonna hit different, and that's important to keep in mind. The audience is rooting for you to get the Jemisin interview, Daniel. Have you seen her masterclass? It's great. I have. It's so good. I will reach out to her people. I haven't done it yet. I will. I'll email her people and be like, hey, I'm a goblin. I like you. Do you want to come hang out in front of people? Now Murphy loves Usopp. I don't believe you. Murphy, if you're watching, you have to attest to this. I think it's blasphemy. Have you been replaying Mass Effect? Yeah, I have, on twitch.tv/fantasy news. Go check it out. I will be doing that again before too long. Actually, you know what? I think it's time we switched it on over to Twitch. If you want to keep the party going, I'm gonna end this live stream and I'm gonna jump on over to twitch.tv/fantasy news. I've hung out with y'all here for like almost an hour, and I'm gonna go ahead and go over to Twitch and probably do some games, and you all can follow and sub over there. Thank you for the super chat. Mwah! Try for spamming Tower of Fools. Oh, sorry, you don't have to apologize. Thank you for Sanderson. I didn't bring you Sanderson. I'm going to read Wheel of Time this summer. Will it change my fantasy Tolkien mind? Maybe, I don't know. But I will talk to you guys in a bit. You can come do some shoot pals with me over on Twitch if you'd like to. I'll probably be starting up there at twitch.tv/fantasy news in about 10 minutes. Have a good one. I will see you there. Love.